Here we go. Let me get the razor blade. Here we go. I will open up the box. There goes your new motor. What I'll do first is, let's just go ahead and check. Can you see the dyno? Let's see if I can get that to stay like that. There we go, that's much better. So let's go ahead and plug this in. Positive to negative, negative, negative. That is on. Let's plug the sensor lead in. Boom. Actually, before doing this, let's do a little bit of oil. Let's do a little bit of oil on the bearings. There we go. And then we'll just wipe off the excess there. Where's a paper towel? There's a paper towel. There we go. Let's put these screws back in. This is my favorite motor, as you can tell from the background. I've got 1, 2, 3 of them. I've got a 4.5, a 5.5, and a 13.5. So what I'm going to do is, for testing purposes, I'm going to put this on 30. And we'll see how accurate. I don't know if you can see that. I have it on 30 now. Oh, of course, I just rotated it. I'll have to hold it with my thumb. Tighten a little bit. Tighten a little bit. There we go. So now we need to go to, this is motor C. Motor B. This is the difficult one. Let's put you like that. And put this one out this way. There we go. Plug that sensor wire back in. Oh, we almost forgot one thing. A little drip on the front bearing. Let's give it a little spin. Okay, so let's check motor timing. So right now it's set on 30. So we're looking at the sensor board to see if the sensor board actually reached 30 also. Interesting. So this one says average of 26 when it's on 30. 28, 25, and 26. That spread is actually quite good. But don't worry about that number, because even just unscrewing and undoing the end bell, it can cause the numbers to be a little bit off. So now, Let's go back. And this is what we need to do. So it's on 26 degrees, but we have it set on 30. So that was 2.3 amps at 30. So now we need to turn this up. So once I find out what the 6 amp setting is, I'll run another test, and I bet you the sensor board will be a lot more accurate. So I'm going to put it up to where I run my 13.5 at 41 degrees is where my 13.5 let's just cinch those up very evenly. There we go. So that's 4.2 amps. So it seems like this motor wants to go a little bit higher than mine. I've heard some people doing their motors at 6.5 amps. Let's try right there. And Colin Jackson does his. He keeps turning his up until when he goes one teeny tiny bit higher on the timing, it drops off. The amps increase like really quickly. So now let's test this. That's 5.9 amps. So there you go. You can, if you can read that, I'm not sure. Let's see. Is it readable? It messes it up, doesn't it? That's alright. I'll read it out to you. Okay, so that is motor C. So this one came out at 30,149 RPM and 5.9 amps. So this is where it gets really tricky. Let's see if I can get it to go higher without overdoing it. I just want a teeny tiny, but one of the screws must still be in. So right now we're set at 40. Ooh, that would be like, I would have to think about it. I need to put my glasses on to read those dashes. Let's try that. Oops, let's go back up. So that teeny bit of movement brought it up to 6.8 amps. So let's bring it back down. And we are talking bringing it down like the thickness of a hair. That is crazy. Still, I hate loosening it up too far because then it rotates so easy, like just like that. But I kind of know where I need to be. Let's try that right there. Okay, so that's 5.9 again. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I need to get a really good view of where this is. Okay. There's too much. Too little. Oh my gosh. This is very difficult. Okay, right there. Okay. Let's see what that is. Right. That came out to 6.1. I'm going to leave it at 6.1 because I think that is going to be like totally fine. Because people are going higher with this now. And if I move it down, I mean, we're talking like a hair width, it goes down to 5.9. So I'm going to leave it there. Because it just goes up to 6.1. Okay, now let's check and see. So the motor timing is on 40, 42, 42, 44, 46. How do you read those dashes? 40, 42, yeah, 46. So now let's go back. Don't want to do that. Check motor timing. .44. So see, it's a lot more accurate now that I've messed with the screws. I mean, just the end bell, just moving around just a tiny bit can affect it. So average is 44 degrees and 45, 43, and 44. That's perfect. Good. What else can we check on it? That's about it. So I'll read out what the KV is. The KV is like 4,050, which is huge. And it's reading 6.2. Let me try something. Let me just see if I can knock it down just a teeny tiny bit. Okay, let's try that. Still 6.2. I thought it moved a hair, but it didn't. Okay, so this should be perfect. Let's do some prayers. Oh my gosh, now we're 5.7. This is hilarious because it's actually, I kid you not, it is 6 amps is like within a hair width. Okay, keep my thumb on it so it stays still. Okay. That is 5.8. I saw a guy doing this once on YouTube where he was like taking ages to do it. But I guess I've just always gotten lucky. Right, there's 6.1. We are going to leave it at 6.1. That's hilarious. Now let's check your timing again. .44. Cool. So at 46 degrees, it's your motor timing is actually 44. That's totally, all of mine are off by like 1 degree, 2 degrees, so that's totally fine. Alrighty, let's unplug it. You are set up now. And there you have it. Your new motor all set up and ready to go. I'm going to put it back in the box here. And I will see you tomorrow. Ta-da!